Good morning, my good friend. This is Dr. Turi, and today we are March 28th. This is the big day. Tonight I'll be on George Noory, and I kind of, as always, generated a special newsletter which you must read, and it's called Special George Noory Dr. Turi Prediction on Coast to Coast AM. Now, in this special newsletter, I put all the dates and the keywords that I'm going to offer George Noory tonight. The first date, of course, is tomorrow, but that window is already in place. It's already operational. If you go and look at the shocking news that already are taking place. Those SOS to the world, deadly windows, are something you really have to pay attention to. Because as I said before, this is what the reptilians will use to infringe on your own mental privacy, so to speak, using the moon emotional values, intensifying your emotions, and they could turn to be very destructive against you or against others. And that is a fact that a lot of UFO speakers do not know because they don't have cosmic consciousness. This doesn't mean other UFO speakers' repertoire of wisdom is laughable. No, well, those guys have been working years, and so did Linda. Okay, so it's very important to pay attention to whatever each one of us has to offer you with. All right, now the first set of data that I will give to George tonight is March 29 and April 27th. And these are the keywords are shocking news. The second date that I will give George tonight is April the 12th, and that will be the beginning or ending of important phases of life. Remember, the last time I gave those dates on Age of Truth TV, Age of Truth TV show, I clearly mentioned to be ready for the beginning and ending of important phases of life. I didn't know that I was going to lose my mother. God, please. It's still very hard for me to realize my mom's not here anymore. All right, so let me catch my mom here. My emotional here comes to my mother. So I give the exact date to when my mother passed on. And then at the same day, David Icke was refused a visa to go to Australia, which means thousands of people were supposed to listen to David had also an ending. So they all suffer my predictions. So it's very important when I give you SOS to the world window to auto-analyze yourself to see how those stars are going to affect you. Because I'm not immune. I've been affected drastically, directly, and I'm making you aware on how to use those windows so that you can benefit from my visions. Okay. The last set of dates I will give George tonight is March 23rd and April 20th, and that is death and drama. Okay, that always have a little police, terrorist attacks, drama, death, wake-up call, Russia, secret to light. It's a nasty, nasty window, and probably the best window that reptilians always use because it's a plutonic window. It is it's coming from one of their bases, so to speak. So it's very, very important to pay attention to those dates. Now, let's go back to the current window. I'm going to give the date of tomorrow to George, but this window always goes sometime 48 hours before and after the date, and sometimes it even lasts longer until the next window comes in place. So as those window goes by, I will always take that window down and put the new one up. That means you would have to come back and read the same newsletter that I will leave on my website for as long as I need so that you can upgrade your own psychical values, your own cosmic consciousness. So as far as today's window is concerned, I said, be ready for shocking news and tornado and volcano and earthquakes. So of course, I'm expecting an earthquake above 6.0. We find out if I'm real or not, all right? But as far as I'm concerned, there were a volcano that erupted, I think it was yesterday, in Mexico. Again, dead on the window, okay? More shocking news. Icelandic airline canceled all flights, stranding all passengers. I said, and I wrote in the keywords, airport. Okay, there is another news about the airport. A crazy lunatic airport valet was caught speeding at 145 miles, parking your car. That's crazy. Yeah, you see, it's shocking, it's crazy, it's mind-boggling. It's not normal. Those news are well above normal. The wreck of a U.S. bomber was discovered off the Bermuda. Okay, so again, aeronautics. I mentioned the keywords aeronautic. A mom with two wombs delivered twins after giving birth to her first child. Is that shocking? This doesn't happen every day. A police officer with a gun drove in here in my state in Arizona, landed on a boy who had 105-degree fever. You wonder what the parents are doing. Now, this is not normal. The cops don't do this all the time. That's what the essence of my window pretty clear. When I say shocking, mind-boggling, unusual, original, believe me, the news are going to get that type of color. And there's also dramatic, shocking news, like this fifth grader who died after injured in a fight. A fifth grader. You see how far the reptilians will go. They don't care about you, me, or your child. It's serious. And again, in Brunei, okay, gay guys are supposed to be dying now by stoning. We live in the age of Stone Age. There's no mystery around it. It's pretty obvious that humanity has a hell of growing to do, psychically, mentally. And then as far as technology is concerned, I mentioned the world also news about technology. When Twitter may label rule-breaking Trump's tweets. Wow, that's serious. I mean, it's not only original, mind-boggling, but needed. And it's definitely involved in the world technology. So this window just started, okay? As I said, I'm expecting earthquakes. It could be a tornado, it could be an airplane crash, it could be something, anything, but it's going to be shocking. And you got to be ready and auto-analyze yourself. Okay, Dr. Turi says shocking news about also children, obviously. So pay attention. You're going to get some surprise. That's the key word. And what's even more interesting, and that's important, you need to pay attention. I am going to give the proof that Draco is real, not only with my prediction, because I channel this incredible beneficial extraterrestrial, but when I end up with these people on that cruise next October, I am going to show you whomever is going to be going there, whomever is going to be in that room and listening to me. I am going to be doing an hypnotic regression so that you are going to feel what I feel when I dwell with Draco. And you can use that power, not only to heal yourself or to bring about your wishes, because tonight I will also discuss the power of the subconscious. But it depends on the entity you channel. The power they have can be shared. And I intend to do that on that cruise. The light hypnotic trance that I will induce the audience is very safe, because I need you to be conscious so I can direct the suggestion so you can direct yourself on your own wishes. I cannot turn you into a monkey or a chicken and start to dance in front of people. I can do that. This is not how I use hypnotherapy. I do it in a more practical, intelligent, educational way that can help you to tap on the superconscious in time and space and use those energies to your advantage to make your life a much better, much safer thing. That's as simple as that. Okay. Now, on that letter, a newsletter that I wrote, a specific newsletter about the show that I'm doing with George tonight, I also explained what happened in my hand. I've been tagged. I've been tagged by the reptilians. You know, those guys are desperately looking for what I'm going to offer you on that cruise. The opportunity to use the cosmic code in order to get things done. Instead of wasting time, money, and risking their lives and their shit, abducting people and looking for those Uranic winds to come in and out our dense solar system, or dense Earth for that matter, they could do it psychically, like the Draconis do. The Draconis insert good ideas, happy thought in you. They help you to create a beautiful piece of art, new music, a new song, a new whatever. They are dedicated, the good, productive, progressive, benevolent draconians are there to help humanity to grow into the light, while the reptilians are doing completely and entirely the opposite, because they are dark entity. You know, they need your fears, they need negativity, they need chaos. They created all the religions and all the different languages, so chaos can come out of what they want to do. All they want to do is the annex Earth, because it's a strategic position for those entities to keep going and infecting like a cancer the rest of the solar system. It's a battle between the devil, the darkness, and the light. Okay? Up and down, black and white, the front, the back, God, devil, the yin and yang, two eyes, two arms, two sides of the brain. Everything is dual, everything is symmetrical. You can give as many names as you want to extraterrestrials, okay? The fallen angel, the nun, the whatever name you have heard, read, watched in a video. Or you could do the same with the draconians, the guardian angel, the tall blonde, the blessing energy, whatever you feel. Okay, I want to be objective, because being into the detail and being a scientist, when it comes to dwell with the superconscious, with reality, with the spirit, it's not a good idea. And the sad reality, a lot of UFO researchers are scientists. All they think, all they talk about is technology and what it is and how is that. They're going the same direction than the reptilians, which have lost themselves into the matter and lost the spirit. So we are coming at a junction very soon, as the age of Aquarius is increasing the speed of light and life in the universe, like the part that radio host Art Bell used to say, it's the quickening, it's the quickening. This man was very intuitive, and he knew things were accelerating. Okay, and he knew that one of these days we would have to see face to face those extraterrestrial, because the future is the reincarnation of the thought. Humanity has yet to learn. We create our reality. The computer in front of you, the car you drive, cities like LA, Paris, New York, once upon the time did not exist. We create it all. And you gotta be responsible, and you need to understand the phenomenon. And when you start to get into the macrocosm, okay, you're getting into the details, you go into the funnel of darkness, stupidity, ignorance, and the depth of the matter. And then you're going to get stuck. You got to go the other way, where it's infinite, where it's love, where it's light, where it's cosmic consciousness, where it's God, cosmic divinity speaking to us through the sign, where all this formidable cosmic wisdom that I'm trying so hard to pass on to you was used by all disappeared civilizations. The Incas, the Mayan, the Atlanteans, all those generations, all those civilizations had this wisdom. They did not build or erect their building wherever they felt like. It's in direct connection with the constellation. And all those people, ancient astronauts, as some people call them, were not astronomers. They all were astrologers. It drives me insane when I see ancient alien always referring to astronomy and technology. This is part of our experience, but you need to understand and keep the balance. And then you cannot be only rational, like the reptilians, supreme engineer, extraordinarily intelligent, master of the matter, master of robotics, master of superficial intelligence, which I would say. Okay. Now you need to dwell in the divine, tap on what God has gave you, the essence of creation, become aware of it, and start to work in relationship to the light with the draconians, not to be mixed up with the draconian or the reptilian with the reptilians. You know, Draco is getting me information that are totally mind-boggling. Okay? I don't want to keep sharing this information for as much as I'm allowed to do so by the force. Okay, so for now, this is what I have for you. I'm always, and strongly recommending you to read Special George Noory, Dr. Turi prediction on Coast to Coast tonight. Okay, that's because I'm talking about specific purpose of extraterrestrials, why they're here, what they want, what's going on, and much more when it is time to discuss it. Okay, so keep reading. If you can, go back to any of the previous YouTube video that I did, because you're going to learn something in each one of them. Okay, and most of all, as I said, I'm inviting you to that cruise next October. Mention my name if you do so. Okay, so the people responsible might give you a deal, or you can ask to be seated right in the front row, the five row in front of me where they are. They are the ones who are going to benefit the most from the record. Those in the back, will also be affected. In fact, my last conference in Sedona, the guy who was the TV, was doing all the electronics completely in the back of the room, complained to me. He said, "Hey, Dr. Turi, you knocked me out." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I could barely stand. I could barely keep my head together, and I had to wake up a few times." So I had to make big gesture when it was time for him to stop the music. I was going around like this, hey, everybody was knocked out, and I thought he was looking at me, but he couldn't, and I was there. By miracle, he saw me, and he finally turned the music off, so I could play piano. But it was a very interesting experience, and I'm promising to do the same. Providing again my hip and my back allows me to do so. I'm planning to do this in Las Vegas, and definitely doing it in that cruise in Mexico. So we're going to take off from San Diego, and remember, the people that are invited there are extraordinarily knowledgeable. So such a unique condensation of people are going to bring that Uranian energy right to the top. It's going to be like an energy that will create miracle. This is why I assure you, ain't going to be normal. That cruise is going to be shocking, because it's got to have the same type of energy that I'm discussing today, that I'm going to give George tonight, but increase it by a couple of millions. It's going to be interesting. All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening. We'll do this again sometime. Okay. Be safe out there. Bye.